What did I do? Okay, all messages. Okay. All right. Hey guys, so I came on a little bit earlier than I was going to, but we do have several things to do, so I figured why not start early if I can. So I was gonna go a little bit later tonight, but here we go. So this is going to be a tea party prep. I'm going to make some of the pastries that you guys saw in my community post. So that's what we're doing. So we're starting off with the pie crust. So I'm just gonna read off the recipe as I go. Hello, hi, how are you? How come it doesn't look blue? Why does it only have a shield? Because you're a mod. Interesting. Hi. We're making tea party cookies. Okay. How was your day? What did you do today? Well, there you go. Okay, so we're starting off with the pie crust. Okay, so we're gonna do 2.5 cups of flour. I'm gonna do all of this in a food processor because that's just the easiest way to do it. Okay. So you're gonna need all-purpose flour, 2.5 cups. Are you? What are you making? Oh no, I almost got flour in my Coke. Ginger, hello. Hi. So 2 cups. So we are going to make the pastries that are steak. Nice. You know what? I actually just bought some steak today because, oof, my anemia, I felt it, okay? I have not been eating enough red meat. So I got some today. So 2.5 cups flour. Yeah, we are making the pastries that are in the community post. This is for a tea party. I just figured, you know, my niece is coming tomorrow. Let's just have the tea party with her tomorrow in the morning. So exciting stuff, okay? And then you're going to need 1 cup of butter. What are you having on the side? You want to use cold butter. My butter is a little bit soft just because I left it out and it's pretty hot in here. So let me get something for the trash. Oops. Sorry if that was a little loud. Move this up. So we are going to make the fruit tarts. These are mini fruit tarts, and we are going to make the eclairs or cream puffs. Depends on what you want to do. So we've got our 2.5 cups of flour. We have 1 cup of butter. You need a tablespoon of sugar. Okay, put out the salt. I didn't refill my little salt container, so you need about a pinch of salt. And then we're just going to already start processing this. You guys, if anything is too loud for you, holler at me. I don't mind turning it down. Just make sure that I have everything on here. Top. I couldn't remember if I actually clicked it or not. Okay. So we're just going to process this until it gets to be a sandy kind of texture. Okay, and then we're going to give it a couple of pulses. Okay. And then for my sweet pastry crust, I always like to add vanilla to it and an egg. If you don't eat eggs or you don't want eggs, you can just use cream or water. But I do always add 1 egg. And depending on the size of the egg, that's how I determine how much water or liquid I need. So what was I doing? Vanilla. So I add about a teaspoon of vanilla, and you guys, sorry if you hear any hollering or screaming. They are watching some games upstairs. So 1 egg. And we're gonna give it a whiz. And it's coming together slowly. Now we gauge it. Okay, this is what it looks like. All right. So I want to get this out of the way already. Because I want to go ahead and start baking the crust early on. So get this out of the way. Some flour spillage here. And I'll show you guys, if you want to make these, you don't need any like fancy little mini pie crust things or anything like that. I'll show you how I do it. It's my favorite way to do it. So you're going to use a cupcake tin. I will flour the surface just a bit. Okay, so we're just gonna bring this together. Hello, Jessica, hi. You and your high-tech kitchen. Oh, okay, well, welcome in, Jessica. We're making the cookies that I made for the tea party that are in my community post. And we're starting off with the pie crust. Okay, so I put this together. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and roll this out. And you want to try to get it to be the same thickness all the way around. That way all of your little crusts are even. Hello, Ayuma. Hi. Welcome in. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. It has like a measurement on it. Just to make sure that I have everything even. Because I do want to have these ready by the time my niece comes in the morning, because she's been coming to hang out with us for break since she doesn't have school. Okay. And if it starts to stick a little bit, go ahead and grab just a little bit of flour and just throw a little bit on top. I just poked it. It needs to be just a little bit thinner. Okay. And then you're gonna want to grab a cookie cutter or a biscuit cutter. I'm going to use one of these. They're done with school, Wayuma, and they are wildin'. That's why it's been a little bit more difficult for me to go live. They're upstairs watching soccer. If you guys have been following, you saw Algeria played yesterday. You know what? I'm always going to be proud of them, even though they lost yesterday. But you know what? Let's be honest here. If you read about it, you'll see that Messi, whom we adore in this house, okay, he should have gotten a red card for one of his little moves that he did, okay? But I'm proud of them. They made it, and they're going to do great. And Kansas, hello. You guys are incredible human beings. Thank you so much for welcoming my people the way that you did. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Now you're going to take your pastry crust, okay? He sure did. Wait, Mom. He sure did. You know what? Yesterday when we were watching, he made like a really, one of, you know, his goals was incredible, obviously. The old school, you know, why we all love Messi. And my son goes, Mom, is it okay if I still like Messi? I'm like, are you joking right now? Sammy, hello. Hi. Welcome. Has your daughter come yet? Is she in Vegas yet? Are you with baby yet? Have they moved? And I'll show you guys. I'm sorry if you guys can't see this. We're just going to put them right in here. And when I'm putting them in, you guys, just use like your knuckle, just like this, and just put those right in, okay? Just like that. And of course, if you don't want to make these mini, you can make them bigger. You can make it like a big old tart. I have different tart pans, but I wanted to show y'all in here because I really liked the way that they turned out in this. My husband is literally at the airport here, boarding to Chicago to bring him. Oh, yes. Yay! Safe travels to them. Oh my goodness, how exciting. How exciting. That is so exciting. Yay. Did they already, because I know you said that they got a house and everything. Did they already move most of their stuff? Or do you guys still have to do all of that? Made a little hole there. But right now, I think, so who was playing? It's going to be, let's see, Uzbekistan is playing and Colombia. Right now it was Ghana and, what was it? And Panama playing. Okay, so, and you guys, we're doing this as if I'm just doing my thing, like this is how it, oh, no, they got, Penske and my husband and the youngest son are flying out to help them load it. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Chicago, that's gonna be a little bit of a ways, huh? My goodness. Well, safest travels to all of them. How exciting. It's a good time too to move, you know, you don't have to worry about weather and crazy stuff like that. Not like winter time, you know what I mean? "25 hours, oh my God. That's a long way. Oh. Wow. Well, that's worth it. I'm sure they're going to love like the weather change too, like Vegas compared to Chicago. Chicago's so humid. Okay, I'm just scooping all of these in here. And if I have some dough left over, I'll either make another batch, or this dough can be refrigerated and used very easily. You can also use this to make like those McDonald's. Hello, Anna. Thank you so much. You're very kind. You can also use it to make the, what is it called? McDonald's apple pies. You guys, did you see that McDonald's is coming back out with their fried apple pie? I guess that's what was popular when it first came out in like what, the 60s or something? I can't remember what it said. So now they're gonna bring back the fried apple pie. That sounds very interesting. I'm intrigued. Well, thank you, Anna. That's very sweet of you. All right. Okay, so this is our first batch. This is going in 400 degrees. You're gonna want to bake this until they are nice and have like a little golden color to them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these in, okay? So while that's going, what we can do, you know what? I'm also gonna have a lot of egg whites left over. So oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, and I've actually done like a makeup live before, but yeah, I mean, definitely. I can do that. Is there something specific that you're looking for? So yeah, I think, so my niece does like lemon. Maybe I'll make a lemon meringue too. Let me see. You know what? Oh, wait. I'll save this. Maybe I'll do that first since you guys already saw how I made the dough. We can save that. I also made a tres leches cake and I did record it. I did edit it. I have not posted it yet. So I need to post that. Oh, okay. And yeah, this one is actually very, very easy, but yeah, that I can do that. No problem. Let me just wipe this. And then, so now our next thing that we're gonna make is the pastry cream. Actually, we can also, I have to take you guys over there with me in a minute. Okay, so for the pastry cream, or do we wanna make the pâte à choux first? Yeah, for sure. Okay, so for your cream, you need 2 cups of milk, 6 egg yolks, 2/3 of a cup sugar, 1/4 cup cornstarch, and a tablespoon of butter, okay? All right, so milk. So for this, the pastry cream, you're going to need, yeah, it's like my favorite stuff. For the pastry cream, you're going to need it for both, for your pie and for your eclairs. It's the same cream that you use for both. Okay, so we need 2 cups of milk. I'm going to heat this in the microwave. Oh, yay, Anna. Do you remember what it is that you made? Okay, and I want to show you guys this step because I have seen this. If you never make stuff like this, this is one of the most common mistakes that I've seen. So I want us to do this part together, step by step, because I want you to see it. Because I don't want you to mess up your cream, especially because it's so easy. Okay, so we are going to separate our eggs. You need your egg yolks. We're going to use the bigger bowl for the yolks. I'll put my whites in here. And for the whites, obviously, you can use it for omelets, you can use it for meringue, you can use it for macaroons. And I don't think we'll get to macaroons today, just because they take forever to dry. But that is definitely something we need to make together. 2. 3. Okay, sounds good, Anna. 4. 5. And 6. Sorry about that. Did I move it? Probably not. Well, I am so glad you tried them and that you liked them. Let me see if I have my... I'm just going to put these eggs away, so just in case I do want to use them for meringue, you want them to be very cold. So we've got our 6 egg yolks here, and then we need, let me see, where did I put it? So we've got 2 cups of milk and then 2/3 of a cup sugar. So we're gonna mix the sugar right into the egg yolks. Let me just move this. So this is a 1/3, so you need 2 of them. 1, 2. Okay, make sure that you add vanilla to this. Oh wow, Anna. I am humbled. You want like 2 teaspoons? I don't like anything to taste super eggy. So I like my my vanilla. Okay, so we're going to mix our sugar and egg yolks first. And this is the part that I wanted to tell you about. So you'll see that it asks you for cornstarch. You want to mix your cornstarch in with your egg yolks. This is not something that you want to pour while it's all heating up. A friend of mine made him lavender almonds with dark chocolate ganache for my birthday once, and they were, wow, that sounds incredible. Jessica, yes. Almond sounds so good. I do like an amaretto, what is it? Amaretto eclair. The almond, yes, absolutely. I love almond. Okay, so we're mixing this. And then you want to add your starch right in here. That's the only way you're not going to get clumps. Andrea, hi. Welcome in. You need a 1/4 cup, 4 tablespoons, okay? So 4 tablespoons of cornstarch goes right into the yolk. 1. I don't blame you, Jessica. I really do love almond extract. I know not a lot of people do. Sounds good, Andrea. 2, 3. 4. Ginger, I can't remember if you said your husband is from Lebanon or from Syria. Because I was going to say, I know Lebanon played yesterday. And now you're going to mix this until it's all mixed in nicely. You want to get all of your cornstarch incorporated right in here. And remember, I did heat up the milk. It's 2 cups of milk that I put in. I use sugar-free syrup, amaretto syrup in my coffee. Yum. Oh, okay, from Syria. Okay, very nice, very nice. Yes, we do love Lebanon and Syria. So you see it's all nicely incorporated right in here. And our beautiful Wayuma is from Palestine. Okay, now this is our hot milk. So you're going to slowly want to pour this in and mix it. Don't pour the whole thing in there. Make sure it's not boiling. If it's boiling, again, just like, you know, slowly stir it in. You don't want to mess up your eggs. But I only put it in for about 2 minutes, okay? I should have put something under it to hold it. It's okay. We'll live. There we go. Absolutely. We love Syria. Okay, perfect. Now we just give this a nice mix. And you guys, just, you know, for me, very nice, mashallah. You're good people, Syrians. Okay, so I always like to strain this, you guys, just in case you get a little bit of your egg white in here, you don't want to have like a little chunk of egg white in there because it does behave differently. Okay, so go ahead and get this one. But yeah, I know my husband watched the Lebanon game and he said it was pretty incredible, and they fought. Okay, they did. They sure did. But we already know that they would. Okay, so get you a sieve. Just go ahead and pour this right in. Okay. Now, as you can see, I do want to show you. So there's barely anything in here though, because we separated the eggs nicely, and like, I don't know if you guys can see, like if there were chunks, you'd be able to see them. Doroski, hello, welcome in. You would be able to see the chunks, and if like our starch didn't get mixed in properly, you'd be able to see that too. So we did good with that. Now, so this is our cream. What we're going to do is we're going to continuously stir this on a medium heat until it thickens, okay? So I'm gonna take y'all with me instead of leaving you here by yourselves, okay? I didn't consider this part of the journey. I just thought I'd have like more room over there for y'all to see. Okay, here we go. Field trip, yay. Oh, I can smell this. Okay, this is from dinner. Okay, now we are taking this over here. You guys, I handpicked that watermelon, so it better be good. Don't even get me started. Why did it do that? Why is it telling me to click stuff? I don't want to click anything. Okay. All right, so this one, we're going to be right here. I want y'all to see the consistency first before we stir it. You guys saw it was super liquidy. Okay. And now we're just going to stir this until it thickens. Dorosky, how was your day? And you guys, this is something that you do want to watch closely just because this is stuff that easily sticks. Oh, that's crazy. It was good. Thank you. I just like did some cleaning. I put away some stuff. Like we are in the process of fixing the garage, so I did put some stuff out there. Got a really good watermelon from Sam's Club. It's called a Sugar Baby Watermelon. Ooh, I haven't seen those. This one is called a, I already washed it, you guys. Oh, the tag came off. It was something cactus. Mine was good. I caught up on chores. Very good, very good. So Jessica, like I have been getting the worst watermelons, okay? Whenever I order for pickup or whatever, they have not been giving me good watermelons. So I decided to go and pick one out for myself. I gave it the knock test and everything. So I hope it's good because I've been craving watermelon. And you guys, I'm pretty sure everybody knows. If y'all remember at one point, there was listeria on melon. That's why when you bring a watermelon home, you gotta wash it with soap on the outside completely. Give it a good wipe down before you cut it. Sugar Baby has no stripes and they are dark green and small. I hope so, Jessica. Let me know. You know, I did get a dark green one. It was no good. It's just fruit has been terrible lately. Unfortunate. What was that? What was that? I don't know. I got a notification that I did not recognize. Are you buying them from the same store? No. Dorosky, like I got one from Costco, I got one from Walmart, and got one from the King Supers. We stick ours under sink and wash it with a Dawn. Yes, ma'am. I used some Dawn on this one, give it a good scrub. So I'm just mixing this. It is on medium high. Keep an eye on it because it will boil over and it will stick. So if you have a heavy bottom pan, go ahead and use that. And I'll show you, once it gets thick, it's ready to go. It will just thicken very quickly. Okay, we're doing good with a grainy one. Interesting. You know what? Mine was, at first when I told my mom about this, she's like, maybe you got like a different like kind of watermelon and just didn't notice, but it wasn't. I opened it and like the peel was like this thick and the inside of it looked like a cucumber. Unbelievable. I was pissed. And then all the other ones have just been super bland. So you guys, if you do make this stuff, it's always a good idea. Like if you want to make this the night before and then put some saran wrap on it after it cools and then stick it in the fridge and then it'll be ready in the morning. This is definitely a good make ahead type thing for either your eclairs or your pies. All my friends are having... Oh my goodness, Jessica, that is crazy. You haven't gotten one yet this summer? It was weird, Jessica. Like, I've been really annoyed with it. And you know what? Today, my shopper did me wrong with the eggplant. Like, why did you even get it? Like, they're like $1.99 each. One of them was all like bashed on the side, and then the other one had like an injury. It was damaged. Okay, give this a minute. And you guys, I know like you can use like a plastic whisk on this, silicone whisk on this, or you can use a wooden spoon. But I would say you do need to whisk it for a little bit just to make sure that nothing gets clumpy. South Louisiana and South Mississippi flooding. Oof. Yeah, I know y'all get a lot of flooding down there. I don't recommend walking away from this. I just need to get my soda. I'm back. Jarosky. So last night I dreamed that I don't know if I was going into a store or something, and like the door closed on my nails, and I dreamed that they all broke. And I kept thinking, like, are they going to actually like fix them if I go in? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, not if they all broke. It's not one broken nail. And then my sister ends up telling me that one of her nails broke and she had to go get it fixed today. And I was like, oh, craziness. I was really upset in the dream. I was like, oh my God, I barely even had them for 2 days and they broke. Okay, it's thickening now. And you guys, when you store this, put like saran wrap right over it so it doesn't form a skin. How crazy, especially because you just got, yeah. All right, so I turned that off. We're here. And then I'm gonna get 2 tablespoons of butter and throw them in, okay? Here, just had some other butter out. When I went to the nail salon, they fixed the lady's nail who broke her nail. Jessica, I dreamed that all of them broke. Every single one. Like, they just kind of just shattered. I was like, there's absolutely no way that they're going to fix them for me. Like, my sister's, her nails, they just fixed the one that broke today. I was just like, I was very stressed, okay? Okay, so we added our butter to this, and then we are just going to pour this into a different container and just let this cool. Yeah, definitely. But so I'm pretty sure they would have been like, bye, go home. Like, we're not gonna fix every single nail just because you got them caught in a door. Ooh, very nice, very nice. I got a pedicure too, and I didn't want to get the same color. Last time I did get the same color, which is not something I usually do. But I got like a, what would you call it? Almost like a radioactive green on the toes. I actually ended up really liking it. And then we are going to use this same one for our pâte à choux, which is going to be for our eclair pastry. Okay, these are done. Let me take these out. Let me show y'all something here. Okay. So when you take these out, they're going to have a little puffiness to them, okay? And I'll show y'all. While they're still hot, yeah, I like mine too. They're very good, but I've never gone in there with, you know, a full hand of broken nails. I don't know what they would say to that. Okay, so when you take these out, sorry. So we didn't put holes in the pastry crust prior to baking it to prevent it from puffing, because we don't want those holes to stay in there and then you end up like having it leak or anything like that when you put your stuff inside. So when you take them out, you're going to want to take something small. Let me see which one I can use. Yeah, and you just want to press it down. Okay, let me show you. Oh my God, that's so hot. Okay, so this is what they look like. Okay, that is incredibly hot. Okay, I'm gonna put some saran wrap on this and stick it in, let it cool, and then stick it in the fridge for later. Also, if you don't have saran wrap, you can just use some parchment. I wouldn't use a lid. Like, this thing has a lid, but I wouldn't put a lid on it because of the condensation. Thank you. Thank y'all. Okay. So just give that little crunch, a little scrunch, not a crunch, and just cover your cream just like this. We're going to let this sit for a little bit, and then we're going to put it in the fridge to cool off completely. Okay, so we've got that. Now for the pâte à choux, let me just give this a quick rinse so that we don't compromise anything. And then since the eclair or pâte à choux is made on the stovetop, we can make most of the stuff right over here. Water. I'm bringing the water over. Okay. So 1 cup water goes right in here. I'm going to turn that on. Half a cup of butter. So you're going to mix your 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of water, and your 1 stick of butter right in here. Thank you, Andrea. Parchment directly touching the cream prevent a skin from. Yes, absolutely. That's why I put it right over it. So you're going to take your stick of butter and put it in your 1 cup of water, and then this is going to melt together. Okay, I got water on this. That's all good. Then we're going to need 1 cup of flour. And we just need it on deck over here. Okay. So I have my 1 cup of flour sitting right there. And sorry about the back and forth, you guys. I was going to just make it right over there, but okay. And you need 1 tablespoon of sugar and a dash of salt. And this is also how you make churros. It's the same way to do it. An entire stick. Yeah, it is. I'll show you, Lolita. And welcome in. It's good to see you, honey. Let me see. a half a cup. It's just like that Costco one. So 8 tablespoons, half a cup. Hello, Scorpio. Hi, welcome in. So this one is slowly melting together. Once it completely melts and gets pretty hot, we are going to throw in the flour. Let me not forget. Debbie, hello, welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's so good to see you, Debbie. Oh, it looks bigger than half a cup? Yeah, it's all the same. Let me see if I have a regular sized one. I might have used all of them. Oh, I do. I have a cold one. Yeah. So you see this one? This one is also a half a cup, 4 ounces. And then this one is also a half a cup, 4 ounces. I know, Debbie, I am excited that you're getting to finally have tomatoes and lettuce. My goodness. Oh, so it's coming to a boil. Okay, so y'all see that? I'm just gonna give this a little, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit because we don't want it to burn. Throw in a dash of salt. Just a little bit. Just a dash. Okay. So you guys, once it comes to a little bit of a boil and you see that everything has melted, you are going to be ready to put your flour in. And again, this is the same way that you make churros, okay? Except for with the churros, you're gonna fry it, okay? So 1 cup of flour goes right in here. And then we are going to give it a quick mix. It is a good idea to use a wooden spoon in this situation. Sorry about that banging. Not intentional. I just kind of let it go. So you're going to mix it until a dough forms. Then we're going to take this right off, and you're going to keep mixing this until you don't see any like white little lumps in here. How hot is this stove? It was on about a 7, so like a medium high. And I'm about to turn it off now. It's no longer on the stove. Once you throw your flour in, you can just take it right off the stove. Whose birthday is it? Oh my God, Debbie! Happy birthday, Debbie. Oh my God, Debbie, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Debbie, I wish you beautiful health and just beauty and luck and happiness. You are a beautiful person, and I am so blessed to have met you. All right, y'all. So, thank you. So this is what you want your dough to look like, you guys, okay? And then we are going to be adding eggs to this, okay? Thank you. Debbie, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So you're going to need to add 3 eggs to this. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Y'all are too kind. Too kind. Okay, so we're going to take this over there. Yay, field trip number 2. My forehead's right in there. Okay. Okay. We left this mess here when we ran over there. Oh. You guys got to see my little setup over there. I have all of my junk over there that is moving to the garage. I don't know if you guys saw it, I sent a picture of what I've been working on my my shoes that I've been working on. I got half of them done today. Okay, so let me get another pan, because you don't want to put your eggs right in here, okay? That's definitely not something that you want to do because this is still very hot. We don't want to end up scrambling anything. So let me grab. Bowl. We're going to put the dough right in here, and then we are going to add the eggs to this. What you want to do is mix your eggs in on this side first. 1, and these are room temperature. 2, 3. Yes. So this is pâte à choux. So this is the same thing you use for eclairs or cream puff, which is essentially the same thing. Am I still on here? I don't know. It looks weird. Oh, okay. And you guys, you know how I feel about my vanilla. We're gonna add vanilla right into these eggs. Sorry if that's an annoying sound. Okay, I'm gonna put this right in here. God, that is loud. And we are just going to give this a mix. And then you're going to use your whisk to get this completely mixed. And you'll see it slowly thicken. And again, you don't want to overmix any of this. Debbie, girl, there's a lot of stuff we could learn from you. Please. Like, I know that you do the canning stuff. That's stuff that I just do not mess with. It scares me. So you want to mix this until it's just nice and smooth. I don't want to irritate you guys with the sound. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, so when it gets to this point, we are going to go ahead and move this into a pastry bag. Sorry, I just need to bang this out. Get my pastry bag. One egg at a time. Yeah. It's easier to mix that way for sure. But if you mix it off on the side, then you're good to go. Is this the one with the nice? Should be all right. So make sure everything is nicely mixed and then just add it right in here. Thank you, Andrea. I am still in the process of just like reorganizing everything. So I am so excited to get some of this stuff out. I got like a bunch of shelves that I put in the garage. Cannot wait to just get that organized. Okay, so for this, you just go ahead and put this at, yeah. So you can use a silicone mat for this, or you can use parchment. Okay, where did we put the parchment? No, I might just use the big one. Because I think it's going to make two. Okay. Okay, and then you're just going to want to pipe these. I'm just reorganizing all of like my baking stuff because I have like cake boxes and all the flavoring stuff. Because I don't have like a lot of closet space. I have like my pantry, you guys have seen it, and then these. So I had to get and I have like a lot of different pans because I need more than one pan. And then I had like all of my decorating stuff in a different section. So I definitely needed to work with that. Y'all are too kind. It could be crispier, okay? Let's just say, like, I have been like just packing stuff around and taking them out to the garage. So y'all, we are going to, you can either pipe these. We'll make some mini eclairs because they're aesthetically pleasing, and then we can make some that are balls. Also, when you do this, we can split the cream in half and then make the inside like half of it just vanilla regular and then the other half amaretto, kind of like Jessica likes amaretto. Okay, so you guys, I love these kinds of piping bags. They're plastic on the inside and fabric on the outside, and they're washable. I'd get you some of these, and I just cut these on top. You don't have to use a piping tip for this. Okay, so we'll go with some of the balls first. Sorry. Okay, so we've just piped these. I decluttered their ear. My goodness, Andrea. Yeah, I'm trying. Like today when I went through the shoes, I went through most of my shoes, but I also have to go through the kids' shoes. Oh, okay, Andrea, I understand that. I get that. Absolutely. Yeah, sometimes we avoid it for different reasons, for sure. So you guys, you can use scissors right here to do this, or you can just use your finger, okay? Or we can also use a knife. And I also have like the kids stuff. No, you guys, if you see a fly in here, the door was open. Okay, and then you can just cut it right there. So these ones are going to be mini eclairs, and then you can also make them larger if you want to. Oh, okay, Andrea. Yeah, my boys like, the toys, and it's just, sometimes I have to get rid of stuff when they're not watching. my God, you guys, I love an amaretto eclair. It's like almond on the inside, and then it's got like a white glaze on top, and then almond shavings on the top, or almond slices, sliced almonds garnished on the top. Delicious. Absolutely divine. Okay, and then we'll go with some more of these. And I'll show you guys, you do want to get this little pokey part down or else it'll burn. Jenny, hello. Yes. So my niece is coming tomorrow, inshallah, which means God willing. And I was like, do you want to have a tea party? And she said, of course. You guys, I have to show you my tea set. I have all of the kids' special educational toys. Grandsons. Ooh, Andrea, that is definitely a treat to have. A lot. Oh my God, toys are so expensive these days. I don't know. My kids have been finding their own fun. Jenny, yeah. I love a tea party. Oh, you guys, this is my old tea box. I'm now using it for cornstarch because I wasn't parting with this. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it. So that's one side, traditional English tea. I saw another one. It was like really big, and it like was this gorgeous forest, and oh, so gorgeous. Anytime I find those kinds of tea boxes, I do buy them because I do reuse the boxes. So that's where I keep my cornstarch. Thank you. Yeah, it's very cute. I love like the other one was like a blue pastel color, very whimsical, very cute. I do have to later have to wash the tea set that I'm using for tomorrow because it's just been sitting. Have you ever made these savory? I have not. Thank you. I have not. Like what like with cheese you mean, or something like that? I'm intrigued, Debbie. What kind of ideas are you coming up with over there? Do share. Aldi today and got my best of Toy Story. Oh, okay. See, you know what, you guys? My kids are not into most of those things. They could care less. When they were very small, they liked, you know, some stuff like Paw Patrol and Teen Titans, and they're still very small. Like my youngest, he is 4, and my oldest is 8. He just turned 8. But with them, give them everything sports related, like get them a helmet, get them a hockey stick, get them a jersey. That's what they like. Are they into the girl? Are they into, like, that's what they're watching with them? I can hear them through the vent with their dad. I need to have a tea party with my granddaughters. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. See, so Ginger, the boys are going to be joining us for the tea party tomorrow. They're going to love it. And when my niece was a tiny little one, she's 11 now. When she was tiny, we did have a tea party. And she did have her own little tea set, okay? It was very cute. And you fill them with chicken salad or something. Ooh. Okay. I do like that. That sounds delicious. You guys, so this part, okay? You wet your fingers, okay? And then you just press that down, because you don't want this pokey part to stay up, or else it will burn in the oven. We don't want that. Or it will look weird too. You just smooth it out. And if you don't wet your finger, it will stick to your finger. You'll be dragging it around. So what's everybody been up to today? What's good? What's poppin'? I didn't realize my hand was like straight out over here. Oh, this boy. Okay. Yeah, that is a fun age. All right. Okay. And then, if you guys want them to be a little bit, like, to have more of a crunch, dying with this heat. Oh man. Replace, hold on, I didn't mean to. Replace, no, I'm at work. Oh, Jenny. Oh, okay. Oh, that's amazing, Jessica. I'm glad that it's working out. Vegetarians with different, oh, that sounds really good. Yeah, I've never tried that. Okay, so we have these here. You can give them a little dusting with some powdered sugar. It does give them a little bit of a crispier top if you want to do it like that, but you don't have to. So these ones are going to go in the oven. I have it at 400. Excuse me. And they are going to so, and we're going to bake these for about 15 minutes. Okay, so. Okay, so now we have these little beauties. So let me show you guys. So this one was that edge piece. So if you guys remember, there was one piece that kind of broke, and so I took a little chunk out of another one. So when you don't have them even, one of them goes darker, okay? But so I'll show you guys this one as an example. So do you see how flaky it is still? It just got a little dark. So we're gonna leave that one right there. So these ones are nicely cooled. So I'm going to remove them. Let me just give this a quick wipe down. Oh, are you? Okay. All right. So we're just going to give this a quick wipe. What was that? Oh, I guess it just got like super windy all of a sudden. And I was like, oh. So we are doing the little fruit tarts right here. We just made the pastry cream for them. We are making puffs, cream puffs, and eclairs. And then I do have to make the millefeuille, which is the Napoleon. Same thing. And you guys, puff pastry, if you have this brand, get it. It's the best brand I've ever used because ain't nobody making puff pastry over here. Okay. This is my favorite. I think I've told you all about this before. Jenny, you are so cute, okay? You are so sweet. Thank you. You guys, get this. If you can just like look it up and see what store has it, this is the best puff pastry I have ever used. I think the noise I heard was them yelling upstairs about the game. I didn't mean to attack the door. Okay. All right, here we go. I don't know what they're doing up there. What is the refrigerator? Brad, don't get me started with the names. We already named Lola. Okay. Gotta name everything. I don't name stuff. I don't even know what that's about. But Lola, she did get a name. See? Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Brad is the reason my stand mixer has a name. But, you know, she deserved it that day after she worked that hard. I wanted to embrace her. I was like, you know what? I've always loved her and, you know, all of that. But after I seen her beating her heart out like she did, making that brioche, I was like, Brad's right. Brad knows what's up. Walmart has it. I buy them a good bit. I like to serve it with soup. Which one? What does Walmart have? I have some of that. My freezer, I use it to make deli rolls. The just roll. So but make sure it's the pastry, the puff pastry, because the just roll also has pizza crust. My mixer's name is Scarlett. She's red. Oh, no, that's pretty cute. I do like the name Scarlett. I always have. All right, you guys, you obviously know that we have some more dough that we can use, but let's just go ahead and show y'all how this one's gonna go. Okay, so in an ideal world, we would wait. Rally, hello, hi. Okay, perfect, Rally. Go do what you gotta do. Thank you so much for dropping in. Hugs. It's good to see you, Rally. I hope you've been doing good. So you guys, so in an ideal world, we would wait for our cream to cool down, but we don't have that much time, okay? So let me show you. Okay, so this one is kind of getting to room temperature, so which means that we can put it in the fridge, okay? So I wanna show y'all how we decorate this part. The puff pastry. Really, Jessica, they don't have it at our Walmart. I always have to get it at the King Soups. Yeah, they don't have it at our Walmart. Wow, it is windy out there, you guys. It's getting wild. It's picking up. Yeah, they don't have that brand. They only have the other one, and it's in the freezer section. This one is in the fridge section. It's the puff pastry. Very cool. Yeah. Ours does not have it. Just the King Soopers. All right, here we go. So you guys, this one, as when you let it sit in the fridge, it will obviously get like thicker and, you know, hold together more. So I just put this in a pastry bag and pipe it in here. Let me see. So we already used that pastry bag. It's this one. Yeah, it's so good. I love that it's not too salty and it's not too crunchy. Yeah, I love chocolate eclairs. I love eclairs, period. And I love millefeuille. And that's actually another thing that we're going to be making here in a minute. You know what? I should have already had the dough going. That's okay. Okay. So, use this again. We're just going to pipe that, and then we're just going to decorate it with our fruit. Is it? Okay, perfect. Jenny, you're going to love it. Because if y'all remember, for a while, they only had that that same brand that makes like phyllo dough and everything. I don't like it. That was like, when you cook it, when you bake it, it comes out really hard, and it was so salty. I don't like that one at all. This one's good. Okay. Let's see how much of this we're going to need. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead. Boston cream, yogurt. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we're just going to put a little dollop. Can you guys see? Okay. We're gonna one here, here, and just fill these little babies up. And all right, let me get the fruit. So I've already washed these, y'all. Yeah, and it's kind of sour, isn't it, Jessica? It's like salty and sour. I don't like it. So I'm so glad I found these other ones. Okay, so in here I have blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries. So for this one, what I found best was to cut one raspberry in half. But let me see, because they're pretty big. That's what I did with the last one. Okay, let's see how this goes. But I'm gonna put 1 raspberry. I mean, blackberry, that's a blackberry. 3 blueberries. A raspberry. You know what? Hold on. We have to have the color contrast. It has to be a little different. Blueberries on the outside, raspberry right here. And then you can take a strawberry and cut it and add it in there. Hold on. Let me get mine. And y'all, I washed all of these, so they're already washed and ready to go. Okay, let me show you. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Okay. Thank you. So at the assembly, spread on a cookie sheet. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, so blackberry, 3 raspberries, I keep calling these the wrong name, you guys. Blackberry, 3 blueberries, strawberry, and a raspberry. And you guys, if you do want these, Jenny, I wish it was too. I would have you over here at the tea party. If you want these to look a little bit shiny, you can make like a little, you can make a little, whoa. Okay, take some strawberries or raspberries, and you can add a little sugar to them and then just put them right on the stove and just let them reduce. I was believing you, thinking no, absolutely not. I could like hear myself after saying it. It was crazy. There you go. Thank you, Debbie. Or you can use a jam, just reduce it a little bit with some water, or even just put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds and let it melt and just paint over them. But you don't have to do all of that. They look beautiful the way that they are, but sometimes a little bit of shininess just gives them a little something, you know? All right. And you guys, this pastry, this pie crust holds up very, very well. Okay, like it's not gonna get all soggy and gross. I hate that. I hate when that happens. Okay, so just shove this in there and decorate it. Okay, just like that. And obviously, you know, if there's a fruit that you don't like, just pick something else. But I do like the way that these taste in here. I feel like it's a good combination of everything. Let me see if I have the stand. It's not. That's okay. How is it not here? It might be something I have to grab from the garage. You see them? 3 blueberries, 1 blackberry, 1 strawberry. The strawberry is sliced up. Brad. All right. Ooh. Brad, I can't believe you would like just doubt yourself like that. Oh my God. I thought somebody was going to come through the ceiling. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, someone almost came through the ceiling. Their dad is up there, so he'll figure it out. Okay, just almost done. Let me check on. They are looking beautiful. And you guys, whenever I have like leftover like pieces of strawberry that I can't use to decorate with, I always use them to make like a strawberry. How long will they stay in the fridge? Honestly, Ginger, they almost never stay. Like, you know, you'll go through them pretty quickly because they're delicious. Pretend you don't see the fly. I told you it came in from the door when it was open. But you can keep them for about 2 days. I wouldn't go more than that. It's kind of like, I would use like the same rules that you would use for like a, you know, a bakery. But if you do want to make them ahead of time or whatever, just don't put them together. Just save. Okay. It's making its rounds. You can just store them all separately. Homemade pulled pork, mac and cheese, then remembered, but maybe barbecue chicken, mac and cheese. Okay, yeah, Jenny, definitely. That's something I make often. Obviously, I don't eat pork, so I do make the chicken. I make the homemade mac. You won't break your wrist trying to get into it, but oh, okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that. But they never last. This is like anytime I make like a fruit tart of any kind, it goes very fast. Because everybody really likes them. They're very refreshing, like especially for summer and stuff like that. Especially if like you're not a cake person, you'd love this. Like my brother's not like the biggest fan of cakes, so anytime that we have any kind of like a dinner get together, I have to make like a strawberry one. Casserole. Casserole's good. Casserole's good. So I'll usually make a strawberry one for my brother. Okay, I should have gotten a bigger plate. All good. Because I do have a tiered plate that I need to grab later. I think it's in the garage. I just don't want to go and grab it right now. But you can also, if you don't have any tiered plates, I can show you what you can do to make a tiered plate. I'm sure you guys already know. If you just want to have like a quick little tea party situation and you're like, oh, I don't have any tiered plates. There is a way around it. Okay, one more to put together. Beautiful. Okay, so that's what we have. I love cake too. I do. I love all pastries. Okay, let me just grab something. So obviously, if we need like a tiered plate and we don't have one, I'll show you. But if you have like a cute tea glass or something, I'll close that, you guys. Don't worry. I know. Okay. So if you don't have like a tiered plate, use a different glass. Obviously, this is what I have right now to show y'all. But go ahead and put all of your pastries. And plus, if you have like some cute mismatched teacups, that would be absolutely perfect as part of the stand that you can use underneath, right? So you can use something kind of like this and have it tiered, but obviously, like I said, use a different one on the bottom, right there. Or, yeah. Okay, Jenny, have fun. I'm sorry, I know it's not fun. I hope you have a beautiful evening. That's what I should say. Or, okay, so instead of using a cup, if you have a candle holder, you can do that too. Okay? So they do sell these at the Dollar Tree. Okay, let me show you. Just like this. Okay? And if it's plates that you don't need or they are, thank you, Jenny. So are you. And then, so if it is something that you don't need, you can also make it a permanent type of thing, right? And you have another candle holder. So this one is a longer candle holder. This one can be on the bottom, this one can be on the top, and then you can have a bigger tiered plate. Yeah, it is. It's like a little, that's kind of like the vibe, right? I do love a vibe like that too. And also, if you have different colored plates that you don't want to get rid of, right? It could be something that's like nostalgic to you or something. Use that to make yourself a tiered plate, and so then you can have, like if you have like some Polish china, but you only have one plate and you're not the type of person to want to hang a plate, use that to make a tiered arrangement type of plate, And then let me show you. Okay, I'll show you the rest of it here in a minute. So this is going to be the one that I am using. So this is the tea set that I'm going to be using for tomorrow. And you guys, for these also, what you can do is paint the outside with Food Safe Gold. And then you can have a really nice tiered plate to go with that. So you can set it up the way that you want to, and it's gonna look gorgeous. So it comes with this. So like I said, I do need to take this out because I need to wash it. Thank you. So there's this. Hold on, I want to show you guys the little sugar thing that I love because it's so cute. Oh, okay, and the milk one for the cream. Okay, so there's this for the cream. And then this is for the sugar. And I do have little sugar cubes that I'm gonna use for this. Oh, and then it does have a saucer. You guys, the saucer is so cute because it's like fully done. I like that it doesn't have like this like hole here. It's fully colored. So yeah. So that's what we're using. So I think that's the one that I want to use for tomorrow because I do have a different tea set too. Hold on. Because I also have this one. And this one we brought it back from Algeria, but I think this one is, where is this one from? This one is made in China, but this is like from, I don't know, the 60s. So there's this one. And this one is a bigger glass. So this one is not as decorated as the other one, but yeah, so. Okay, so this one is done. So let me move these. And like I said, you can just store these in the fridge. So I'm going to let these sit somewhere. And obviously you do want to store them in the fridge. Okay, so I'm just gonna move these. I just kind of wanted to show you the setup for it. But the shape is beautiful, this plate. Yes, it is, Bonita. I agree. I do really like how, I do like the shape of the cups. It is. Very true. I definitely 100% agree. Okay, so let me grab. Okay, we're gonna need to check. Hold on, let me move this. Okay, so these ones are almost ready. The puffs. Okay, and I'll show you guys this part. I don't know if you guys have had Napoleons. We call them millefeuilles. That's the French word for it. It is a French pastry, but in America I've seen it referred to as a Napoleon. So, depending on how big you want them, that's how much you'll know like how much pastry cream you need, or I mean puff pastry is what I meant to say. There's actually a trick to this that I want to show you guys. Okay, let me get it. And the thing is, if we run out of pastry cream, it's very easy to just make more. Okay, this one has plenty of butter, so you don't need to butter anything. You see the size of this. Hold on, I might need to use the bigger one. It's fine, because we're gonna squish it anyway. So I'll make these minis like I did last time. Yeah. So the sheet that it comes with, you can bake on it. Kimmy, hello! It's so good to see you. Okay, so with this one, you can poke the dough if you want to, but you don't have to. If you don't, you can, once it comes out, I'll show you how we can just easily squish it down, okay? So we are going to bake this and just bake it according to the directions that this thing tells you. Okay, so this one says 425. Okay, roll it out, bake, adios. So we're just gonna put this in and let it bake. Okay, now we're taking out the puff pastry, hat ashu. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like. There's a cats. Oh my goodness. Okay, these need to cool for a second. Huh?
Will you be done?
Soon why? What's wrong?
Just wondering. Can I see some of the cookies?
Yeah, the fruit ones are in the fridge. I'll give them to. Are you gonna have any of it?
Maybe.
No, don't come all the way over here, Didi.
Where is your where are you filming?
Huh?
Where are you filming?
Right here.
Oh.
Yeah, I can. I'll give you some of these when it's done.
Are you gonna make? What are you gonna make those into? Are you gonna make those into Claire's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Claire's.
Hey, the teeth that's on. Go over there.
I need to get a napkin real quick because there's a dead spider.
Just leave it, please. So if you want this to be a little bit, yeah. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, they love this stuff. So this one you can make it a little bit lighter if you want to. We are going to take a little, just a little bit. I love you, Claire's too, a little one. I jump, yeah. I love them. We're going to do some that are amaretto and the other ones the same. Okay, let me put this in here. Is this? Oh yeah, this was from the pastry cream. Okay, perfect. We'll just use the same one. So with these ones, you can poke a hole and then, you know, fill them, or you can cut them and fill them. It's up to you. Okay, let me just get the, just separate these really quick. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so we can do 6 of these. What? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, it's 12. Okay. We'll make these amaretto. These little bigger ones. And then these smaller ones. And then the rest of those. Okay, perfect. All right. Almond. So this is my favorite almond extract that I use. So there's that. so I'm going to save this pastry cream on this side, and we're going to do the almond ones really quick. Yeah, eclairs are delicious. Okay, so for this one we will use for the millefeuille and for the topping of these eclairs here. And we can make more. So all you want to do is just add, so we're making a super thick glaze. And you can add vanilla to it, but I wouldn't unless you have clear vanilla. So that's what we're doing. Just going to, you can add water or milk to this. And you want it to be very, very thick. Use a plastic spoon for this. And if it feels too runny, add more sugar to it. So you want it to be pretty clumpy, but you still want to be able to pour it. So you can see how it's pretty thick. So this consistency is perfect for the millefeuille, okay? So you would just pour it right on top and then it will slowly solidify on it, okay? But I'm gonna give this just a tiny little splash. Literally, like, the tiniest splash makes the biggest difference. And we are going to add a little bit of almond or amaretto to this. So the amaretto has got a little bit more of a, thank you, it's got a little bit more of a bitter almond flavor, which is amaretto, which is amer, which means bitter. So bitter almond, but we're going to use almond. And remember, with almond extract, you don't need too much. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have here. All right. Now, let me grab. So that's a lot of amaretto. Okay. Turn this down. So if you do want like a lighter cream, pastry cream, you can whip up. Welcome back. You can whip up a little bit of heavy whipping cream and fold it into your cream, and then that way you'll have a lighter pastry cream, or like a chantilly type pastry cream. Okay, I'm gonna mix a little bit of almond in this one. This is the one that we are using for the almond ones. This one smells divine. Okay, and then we're pouring it right in here. Okay. using it in a different bag. Obviously, we're using just like a different bag just because this is a very strong flavor. It would really be different. Alright. So you're going to, like I said, you can just poke a hole in this. There are piping tips that you can use for this. Thank you, Anna. You're so sweet. Okay. You cut this open. And so you just take this and you fill it just like that, okay? See? These ones are the amaretto. Okay, so if this one, as it sits, if it gets thicker, they separated completely. Debbie, I can show you another one. Well, this one is probably easier. I don't know if you could, like there's barely anything in there. Yeah, there's like barely anything in there. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So if this one sits and gets a little bit thicker, just go ahead and add just a little bit more milk to it. Because you want to be able to dip that, and I'll show you guys here in just 1 second. That maybe it's the doing all the eggs. Maybe, yeah. It could be, just gives it more of a puff. Okay. So now we're going to take this. Sorry guys, I just want to make it a little bit easier to see. So I'm just going to take this container here, or this. And then you're going to take this. And remember, it is better for these to cool off a little bit before you do this. Okay, so the way that it's dipped, and then you take some sliced almonds and just put them right over the top. So it is better for you to wait for it to cool off a bit because these are still pretty hot. So if you can see it, like, do you see how it's slipping off of it? It's because it's still too hot. So we can let them cool off for a little bit. So we have this, hold on, let me see. Okay, so while that cools, so this is what I like to use for the ganache. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, Anna. This is what I like to use for the ganache. This one will set better than if you were to just use a regular chocolate and mix it with heavy whipping cream. This sets better, and these are like the melting morsels like that you would use to dip like strawberries and things like that. So these are way better for something like this. Okay, so, you know, obviously we would cut all of these out. Again, we do have that one. Okay, same with these. Okay. Okay, wait, let's make it, let me clear it like this. So fill the inside. Take this. Give it a dip. Okay, these are baby ones. They are very cute. Just like that. Sorry about my hand. Okay. All right. I'll just let these fall off. Let me look at the meat tray. Okay, yeah, that one is ready. It got pretty dark. Let me move this. So if you're going to use this puff pastry for layering, if like you wanted to use it for a cake where you have to layer things, you're going to, thank you, you're going to want to press this down, right? And don't be afraid to do that. What's that? Yeah, don't be afraid of pressing it down. Let me grab. So what we can do, you can literally just like grab something and press it down. And this isn't going to, if you bake this properly, as in like all the way through, you're not gonna have to worry about it being all doughy or getting ruined. You're just gonna have a nice crunchy layer. And you can pre-slice this prior to baking it, if that's easier for you. And some people don't use the glaze on this one. Question, can you have a live about muffins? Yeah, I did. Oh no, I think I took it. I have a blueberry muffin that I posted, and I've done the, yeah, I will. I can do that because I need to make the muffin tops anyway, because I did take that one down. So I'll make that one. And those ones you can make it into muffin tops or full muffins. Okay, so it looks like this. Now you take a knife. Okay, you want a sharp knife. Of course. And because we're just making small ones, obviously we can make a large one. Because the way that you can do this, if you're making a whole cake, we make that a lot in Algeria actually, is you would use 3 layers of this. So get 3 of these, and you're going to basically fix the edges, cut the edges, make it a perfect square, fill this with pastry cream, put another layer, and then fill it with pastry cream, and then one more layer, and then top it with the pouring, with that pouring glaze, okay? So, but you can see how easy it is to align this. So if you just take these edges off, I would suggest cutting these parts off first. You don't do it last, kind of like you can with a cake. Okay, and this one's nicely aligned already, but we can cut it to just give it, you see it has a nice crunch to it. So what we can do here is cut it into thirds. What kind of muffins would you like, Anna? And then this is how I measure. I just stack it on top of the other one. So this one, if it's too small for it, you know, you can adjust it and make it fit, or you can just have it be a 2-layer piece. It's fine. Okay. So, okay, do we want to do that? I mean, I don't mind because I'll use that other one for something else, the leftover. I usually measure this with a ruler to make sure that they're all the same size, like if I'm having an event, but. Okay. So we're just going to pipe this here. And some people don't like the poured glaze or fondant, because if you do have fondant, you can just melt it a little bit and pour it right over the top as the top layer. I have to jump. Oh, of course, Southern Bermuda. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. Anna, did you say blueberry? Okay. Yeah, I did post a lemon blueberry one. Okay. And then I'm just going to put this down. And if I need more cream for the other pastries, then I can just make more cream. It's not a big deal. Okay. And then you take this layer. Let's see if I need more here. Just a little bit more. So this is what the layer looks like, and then we're going to pour the fondant right over the top. So I'm just going to set this here because I do need to clean up some of this stuff. And I have to, that one is almond, so I will have to make a new one. I'm just going to finish dipping the other ones. Oh, what happened? Oh my goodness, Anna. Yeah, get some rest. I'm so sorry. Thank you for coming by. Let me just finish this one up. So this one is our almond. Where is it? Oh. Just gonna finish dipping this. So this one, it needs a double dip because it already dried. And we will put the almond on it. So these ones are the almond puffs, and then we've got the other ones. The other ones, we just make the ganache. It's the same filling that we made for the vanilla one. It's the same one, but you know, I made amaretto. Thank you. Okay, we've got some good people. Okay. So these ones are amaretto, almond. This one. Put this baby right here. So we've got 4 of those. And then we've got this little baby one. So maybe I should eat this one really quick. Yum. Sorry. Kimmy, did you see the fruit tarts? I wish you could, Andrea. Shut up, Mom. Let's go ahead and make, because I have to make more pastry cream for these ones. Sorry. I need a drink. I'm just thirsty. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So you did see them. So we're just gonna make the glaze for this topping. Like I said, oh, for these, same as ganache, use a little bit less milk. Melt them. This is perfect. It will set perfectly on a cake or on any eclair that you make. Okay? Because, I don't know, do I want to fill the rest with almond or no? Probably not. I think the kids would want regular. Okay, I'm gonna make the top for this really quick so you guys can at least see this part done. Remember, we can't use the other one because it's almond. I don't want to mix it up. Again, put in. Okay, milk. We're going to give this a mix. Pretty sure everybody's like tired, so mix, mix, mix. If it's too liquidy, we're gonna add more sugar like we did earlier. So if it's too liquidy, it's going to pour off on the sides. As often as possible as you make it. Thank you so much, Kimmy. Oh my goodness. You are so sweet. We just finished off that one, right? Did we? Yeah. I usually can't see the time like on my phone when I'm live, but today I can, which is very weird. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging. Okay, so it's very thick. Okay. Just a little bit. And then, so I can show you guys this thing frosted. And I'll take pictures of the table tomorrow too, obviously. Sorry, it's taking a second to... Okay. So, move this out of the way so I can finish frosting. You guys, the key though too, just please remember, that you let everything cool so things don't melt. So I'm going to pour this right over here. Okay, and then we are just going to slowly spread this. And it's okay if it falls on the sides a little bit, like it pours over. If you don't want it to, you can put like some acetate around the sides, but you don't have to. It's not really a big deal. One of these days we might just have to make a big one so I can show you like exactly how to slice the sides to make it look really pretty. Okay. Do you guys, have you guys had Napoleons before? And Andrew, do you guys have it in Australia? I feel like you would. Okay. So there's this one. And then, last but not least, vanilla slice. Is that what it's called? And it has like the fondant and everything on top. And let me show you this part too. Oops. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of these. Just 30 seconds of vanilla slice. It's like Napoleon or millefeuille, but I haven't heard of it being called I have, but when I get from the bakery, they are gooey and slippery. Oh my! Gooey and slippery. Because of the cream in the middle, I'm guessing. Do you guys have those like cups or plates that get really like scorching hot in the microwave? I don't understand. It was like 30 seconds and it is burning hot, like mostly just this part, or just the plate itself. Oh my God. Like you can barely even touch it. Sorry, it's taking a second to just get this part done. So if you don't have Hepsi whipping cream, you can just use just a little bit of warm milk. It's fine. It's not going to be a big deal. It's just to water it down just a bit. Thin it down, I should say. That is really hot. The layer slide, I opt for cream puffs, makes sense. Custard in the middle, thick, oh. Did you guys hear me running like the speed of light? I'm just kidding. I heard like a little popsy pop over there. Okay, whenever we're making ganache, you have to mix it until it gets shiny. Then you'll know that it's ready. Because when you first start mixing it, it does not look like that at all. Okay, so this one. Oh my God, that is so hot. Okay, there. Do you see how shiny it is now? And this part you do kind of want to use like either a Ziploc or some kind of a piping bag because you have to make straight lines. I'll show you. Let me just bring it down. And we're just almost done here. Just give it a quick cut. And this part is pretty easy. You just want to go, what was that? You want to go all the way across, just like this. And then get either like a skewer. Hold on, because I ran out of what are they called? Out of skewers. So I need to use this little toothpick here. It's not a toothpick, but okay. So for this part, you want to go. And then this one goes this direction, so we can do another one here, and then another one here. Okay, that's what it looks like on top. And then on the sides, you're going to, I would wait for this to cool completely before you cut into it, okay? So if you can see it, so that way it doesn't get ruined. And you're going to either want to use a, I could too, Andrea. I could too, believe me. Let me put it on one of these plates. What was this one for? Yeah. So tomorrow I will slice into it just because you want everything to set before you cut it. And then this one, I'm literally going to cut this into bars, right? So each one of these is going to be a bar. And you know what, just for like the aesthetic of it, I think we can just fill these two just so we have everything here. Okay, just one. Two. And I'm just going to put some of this chocolate right over the top so we remember what we made. And you guys, if there's a recipe on here that we made today that like you need clarification on or you need numbers on, let me know. Because we did talk about the recipe, but if somebody like missed something and they need clarification or whatever, just let me know and I'll post it. Okay. So go ahead with everything. Ooh. Don't come on this side, okay, sweetie?
I'm gonna try one of the Claire's.
Yeah, hold on. So there's this one,
There's another fly.
I know. I see it.
Has it been harassing you?
Yes.
Honestly. Mama,
Huh.
we got the fly upstairs.
Okay, thank
It
you.
fell in the vent.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, can you give me a minute? Okay, so we have the tarts.
Fruit tart.
Yes, same here, Kimmy. Same. Lola, Yusuf, Sadi.
I'm waiting.
After. Go on. Go. Go. Okay. Then we've got this one that we'll cut. And then we have the eclairs. And we're going to, I will obviously finish filling these. This is the amaretto ones. Okay, wait. That's another looking plate. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll fix it. Guys, I grabbed these plates earlier. Yes, I did. Just for now, just so we remember what we made. Stick everything in the dishwasher here in a minute. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, so we have these and these. Okay. And then we've got the Napoleon. And then we have the fruit tarts. Okay. So that is everything. Like I said, I will continue filling these up. And yeah. I know. God, he is so cute. But, so I'm going to go ahead and finish these. When I set up the table, my child, my son. Aw, Debbie, you're so cute. And happy birthday, my sweet Debbie. I hope you had a wonderful day. Andrea, you can. I promise. You guys, make sure you holler at me if you need clarification on any of this. You guys saw it's pretty easy to do. You know, just pastry cream and dough, and yeah, that's it, really. And you get beautiful cookies, and these are pretty expensive. What is the tea party for? Kimmy, so I went to my sister's tea party and I made some cookies, and then I posted them, and people were like, oh, we like the cookies. And I'm like, yeah, but those are my favorite. Like, we should totally have a tea party. And then my niece loves tea parties, and she's been coming to hang out during break. So she's coming tomorrow. And I was like, hey, do you want to have a tea party? And she's like, heck yeah. And so I was like, okay, perfect opportunity for me to make these things. You guys can see them, and my little sweetie can have a little tea party. So it's just like a little hangout. I do want to make sparkling tea, but I'd have to go and get sparkling water. I completely spaced on the sparkling water today. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you. You guys are the best, okay? Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. You guys are amazing. I love hanging with you guys. And yeah, I will definitely show you guys with the little tea thing. Kimmy, did you see my tea thing? I'm sorry. I have to show Kimmy. I already brought out the little tea set that I need to wash for tomorrow. She's my princess. That's Auntie's little baby. I love her so much. But I love you guys. I'm definitely going to try these. Thank you. Definitely. You are very welcome. Please let me know if you need anything. Okay. we're heading out. Anna, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody. I love you. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful day. And I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, Kimmy. You guys, let me know if you need help with something. I want you guys to make this stuff and for you to be successful doing it.